Hi there, and thank you for being here today. Today's meditation is about self-healing. It's about those moments when we feel a little bit incomplete or broken, or we have experienced something that affects us, and it brings us off balance. With this meditation, we are going to restore that balance and find that energy that's a little bit off, and then we re-energize ourselves in that particular spot. Okay, so as usual, I'd like you to wiggle your spine a little bit. Take a moment to deeply breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth, while gently closing your eyes. And now I would like you to let your breath go back to its normal, natural rhythm. Breathe. And I want you to imagine that you are standing in a field of grass. It's high grass. The grass reaches about somewhere in between your knees and your waist. And it's beautiful green, and it has a lot of color of flowers. And you can move your hand through it, and you can feel this wonderful crisp grass against your hand. And you look around. Breathe. And you see trees in the back, trees on the left. You are there in nature. Breathe. And then when you look in the distance, you see a house. It's a small house, nothing super fancy or big, a little bit like a cottage. Breathe. And you start moving towards that house. Walk through the grass until you reach a dirt road. Breathe. And you follow the road to the house. And you get closer and closer. Breathe. And it's a beautiful house. It's the kind of house you always dreamed of having. Breathe. And as you move closer, you can look inside through the windows. And you see that this house is exactly the way you would decorate it. Breathe. It has exactly the right warm light, exactly the right furniture, exactly the right decoration. Breathe. And you stay on that distance of the house. If needed, you need to take a couple of steps back. And you look at the house in its totality. Breathe. It's beautiful. And then you notice something. There's this piece of the house that does not feel comfortable. Breathe. It doesn't look as pretty as the rest. The color of it seems to be off. It's strange. Breathe. It's almost as if that particular piece should not be part of this beautiful house, this beautiful home. Breathe. And you start to look closer to that part of the house. You move towards it and you look at the details. Breathe. This particular piece of the house needs fixing. It needs to be in balance with the rest of the house. Breathe. And you imagine what that piece would look like if it was beautiful as the rest. Breathe. And without you having to ask for it, suddenly a box appears on the floor in front of you. It's a beautiful box. It's a wooden box, and it's long and thin. And your name is on it. You open the box, and in the box is a wand. You take the wand out of the box and you hold it in your hand. It's magical. You can feel it. Breathe. And you look at the piece of the house. And you look at the wand and you see that sparks are coming out of the tip. And you wave the wand, and one little piece at a time, you start fixing those parts of the house. You point with the wand, and the color changes. Breathe. Stars shoot out of the tip of the wand, and everything that's broken and old is restored and fixed and new. Breathe. And you even decide to make some improvements. Wave your wand. And as you slowly harmonize this piece of the house with the rest of the house, you notice that in your body and in your mind, you start to feel better. With every little fix you make, you start to feel better. And you check if everything you've done is in line with what the rest of the house is about. You take a deep breath as you feel the joy of having done this flow through your system, flow through your body, and flow through your mind. Now you're doing the final touches, and breathe. And you can feel the pride that's in your belly. That's what you have done and accomplished. It's beautiful. And it's exactly right and exactly the way it's supposed to be. You finish up. And then you put the wand back in the box. Breathe. And you take a step back. And another couple step back. Until you again can see the house in its totality. And it's beautiful. Now, with this piece of it in harmony with the rest, it's beautiful. You take one more deep breath in and out. And you say to yourself, this is the house I live in. This house is perfect for me. And as long as I'm here, I will improve and balance and harmonize this house. I love this house. Take one more deep breath in while looking at the house, and then you turn around and slowly walk away. And you get back to the dirt road. You look over your shoulder to this amazing house that is standing there. And you take your first steps into the grass, and you recognize where you walked before. Another couple of steps, and breathe until you arrive at the point where this journey started. You stand there and you look around with the trees in the distance and around you, the grass, the beautiful flowers everywhere. You wave your hand through the grass and you feel it. You take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, another one in through the nose, out through the mouth, and a third one in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then you gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your neck a little bit from one side to the other, turn your head, move your shoulders and your arms. Move your spine a little bit. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome back. Congratulations. You have completed this meditation. Take a moment to acknowledge yourself for showing up and for taking the time for your well-being. And click the subscribe button to access more content that empowers you to live a joyful and balanced life and escape the rat race for good.